Welcome everybody, EdBen24 here back, and I'm with issue 3 of Ultimate Spider-Man. So let's get into it. Man, I love this show. Oh, wow, wow, that's some really good artwork on the picture. Let me actually see if I can show you that. Let me stop. I always love Spider-Man because of all the agility. All right, let's get started. Okay, we open up and we see Gank at Miles' house. I have no idea what time of the night it is, and I don't know how he got out of his house or got into Miles for that matter. So whatever. Okay then. Gank shows up and he says like, "Show me, show me." Yeah, my best friend could kill animals. I want to see that too. So yeah, Miles gets on the wall and he's climbing and he's like, "This is awesome." And he's like, "No, I want to be normal. What are you talking about? You have superpowers." That's basically what he says. So he basically reiterates, "Yeah, I went to my uncle's house, and you won the lottery. So you're in a good school, you're pretty smart, and you have superpowers. All you need is a really hot metal girlfriend, and you have a perfect life." Oh, that's a joke. Anyway, so yeah, he basically says, "Yeah, I have my powers." He basically says like, "Why are you giving me advice? To play with the Legos all day." he, he says he wants to be normal, go to school. He wants to go to college. He got into the charter school, so yeah. So Gank is wearing a shirt that says Howard. Howard the Buck. The, Howard the Duck. Oh, that old Marvel character. Yeah, he's a yellow duck in a suit, and he's holding a sword. Whatever. Yeah. So next page. They go back to Uncle Aaron's house and apartment, and it's empty. Empty, empty, empty. So how he managed to move in less than 12 hours? I don't know where all his stuff is. I don't know. Whatever. So basically, he says maybe he got out of the city because of his dad. Yeah, I doubt that. Your uncle's a prowler. So they go walking back home, and lo and behold, the first action we get to see is Miles. So he basically says, "So you have all Spider-Man powers?" Yeah, pretty much. Can you make webs? No, he can't, because you don't have organic webbing. You need the web shooters. Yeah. So a fire truck comes rushing down. An apartment building's on fire. People are trapped. Miles goes to investigate. The fireman stops him. The firefighter stops him. So there's a lady yelling, and basically he jumps over the fireman, climbs onto the wall, and starts grabbing people. He grabs this lady who looks like, yeah, she looks like, I don't know who is she supposed to be. Yeah. Um, you know what? I finally realized who Miles reminds me of. James Tyler from Everybody Hates Chris. That's who he reminds me of. He looks just like him. If they make a movie, I hope he gets to play it. I thought this was, but I can say it right. Anyway, so he rescues this lady. She falls onto an air cushion of some kind. The thing gets crazier. Miles rushes in. He saves this little girl and her dog. He hands them over to the policeman and basically says, and the fireman just says like, "That was crazy. You were brave, but that was crazy." The lady said something funny. I told you Spider-Man was black. Yeah. So Miles is hiding, freaking out about what he just did. You saved 2 lives. Why are you freaking out for? If I saved 2 lives, I would be proud of myself. I mean, I understand that I'm scared, but you saved lives. So yeah, he begins crying. He basically tells Gank like, "Don't tell anyone, like no one at all." And he says he's not Peter Parker. "I'm not Peter Parker. I'm not that guy." Yeah. So We open up to the next page at the Brooklyn Visions Academy. We meet Judge, who I don't know why reminds me of a younger version of Will Smith. Like the hairstyle he had when he did not Everybody is something, Everybody is Rich, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like that, like kind of 80s goofy. It's not really an afro, it's like it's goofy. So yeah, we meet Judge, who I think looks, I don't know why he's wearing those overly like large glasses, like Steve Urkel glasses. He's pretty tall for someone who's supposed to be in middle school, but whatever. Miles and Gank are chilling. They go to class. They're reading. Miles falls asleep, and then he sees a vision of Electro. People say that this might be Spider Sense. I hope it isn't, because the way I always understood Spider Sense, is that it's not really precognition, more as it's just an enhanced intuitive understanding of your environment. That's the way I always saw it. So, like, if you're, like, say, walking down the street, you would be able to recognize danger under any circumstances. In normal circumstances, the only difference is that you're facing a different direction. So, if you're walking forward, and you notice someone, you would have noticed someone had you been walking the opposite direction with a knife. That's what your spider sense is. It enhances your already present senses. I don't want spider sense to be precognition, because once you start opening that bag of apples, saying understand and know things before they happen, that's a whole bunch of unnecessary plot controls. I hope this is just like a normal nightmare, like he just had like a brushing with fire, pretty much, and brushing with fire. So now he's thinking he's Spider-Man, like for real, and this is what he's dreaming about. I hope that's what this is, just dreaming about Spider-Sense. So yeah, a guy walks in and basically says, emergency drill, everyone get in the gym. Everyone gets up and heads to the gymnasium, and the issue ends with him saying Spider-Man's been shot. Gank wearing pajamas with penguins. Yeah, so that's the end of issue 3. This was pretty solid. I give it an 8 out of 10. Because it really is this investigation, paranoia, and then cliffhanger. That's pretty much the entire issue. Had this been like its own issue, like well, it was its own issue, but had I bought this and this like as its own issue, then I probably would have not enjoyed it. You have to read them in the context of other issues. This really is a series you have to pick up in trade. Do not pick this up in issues. Pick this up in trade. They need to release them a lot frequent, because it's supposed to be a bi-monthly thing, but it's only like been like for the past like 3 months, it's only been like 1 issue a month, and the next one's for November, so we're not getting anything this October. Yeah, I think they're trying to cash in like on the holiday. They want to release it like overpriced during the holiday. So yeah, that's the end of issue 3. So my thoughts, and I'm gonna like, since I do have a little bit more time, I'm gonna throw in a couple predictions for like volume 3 and beyond. Apparently there's supposed to be a revelation about Spider-Woman and Miles. I think that personally, I think the most acceptable, plausible connection that I could probably see is, I wouldn't say that like related, but I would say that Ben Reilly, well, this wasn't really addressed in the Ultimate. Anyway, Ben Reilly has a connection to Miles. Well, it's a better one, but I'm going to say it's Ben Reilly for now. Ben Reilly has a connection to Miles Morales. The spider that bit Miles was created by Ben Reilly, the Ultimate Ben Reilly. So, in a sense, that Miles and Spider-Woman, or I wouldn't say really sisters, but they are related in the sense of the same spider, or the same kind of technology was used to make them. So that's pretty much it. people might say they're like biologically related. I don't want that to happen. It brings in this whole chosen boy, promised child kind of thing that I never really got from Spider-Man. The way I always saw Spider-Man is just like some kid who loves to do his powers, doesn't know really what he has to do, but he just does what he has to do. He does what he has to do. So yeah, issue 3. And so when I finish issue 1 and 2, all the reviews, I'll give a full-fledged prediction. It's kind of shaky, and I also have a Spider-Man animated series pitch that I want to post. I think people would like it. So, MN24, signing off.